The weather is good. If it continues on like this, we can continue stargazing from where we left off last night. I don't know whether I can call it a bonus or not, but she also made me promise to help out at the cafe. I was originally planning to go look for a job on the weekend, so you can't exactly say it's a problem. It's just that I haven't touched the job search magazine I bought the other day. Although I told Asuho I was going to compare it with other job offers, I completely forgot about it yesterday thanks to all the fun we had stargazing. At this rate, I'm slowly going to get assimilated as a Milky Way employee. Then again, that isn't a problem either. I've come as promised. Nah, today's fine. As I'm about to tell her that I've had lunch already, my thoughts stop. The pizza I had yesterday was handmade by Asuho. If I refuse today, I'll feel bad about it. After making me sit down, she quickly passes me the menu. What would I get if I ordered a Hermes lure? What would I get if I ordered a magpie bridge? So it will be the same either way? Did you pull an all-nighter again last night? I sigh without her noticing. Is she doing that much just to have me work here? I stop my train of thought. You're not pushing yourself, are you? Nothing. Then I'll have this Chiron's bow. As the representative of the summer constellations, we'll get to see his gallant figure at night. Asuho brings out my order in just 10 minutes. Asuho brings out a plate of vongole bianco. Having 2 meals of pasta is going to be tough. She sits across me and watches me with a big smile. I have no choice but to finish it all. A customer I know walks in as I'm wiping the table with a stomach ache. That's Kosame. The customer was Kosame. Standing behind Kosame is one more, albeit displeased looking customer. It's Komomo, isn't it? It sure is. Asuho simply stands there blinking.
Asuho, お客様に失礼だろ。ちゃんとご案内しなさい。
まったくね。メイドの自覚が足りないんじゃないの？メイドじゃなくてウェイトレスだよ。
Asuhoご案内。
こちらの席でよろしいでしょうか。
Asuho puts on her stiff business smile. Asuho, if you don't feel comfortable, I'll handle it.
ようちゃんはまだ接客やったことないし、大丈夫だから。小ヶ坂さんもこんにちは。
Hey! Kosame notices my apron.
ひょっとして麻生さんのお店でバイトですか？そうだよ。昨日から入ってくれたの。
It doesn't mean that I have decided yet, but I guess you could say that for now. Misakaki twitches her eyebrows.
ちょっと、こがよ。
What is it, Komomo-chan?
二度とその呼び方しないでくれる？
That's exactly what I want to say to you.
なんであなたがここにいるのよ。
I said it just then, didn't I? I'm gathering some work experience.
ふざけないで。
But I'm not joking around.
あなたは転入生で知らないでしょうけど、ひばり校は原則バイト禁止なのよ。
In that case, I have received permission already.
そうなの？
Yeah.
なんで私の耳に届いてないのよ。
How am I supposed to know?
小ヶ坂さん、バイト先が決まったら先生に報告しないといけませんよ。その後に生徒会にも連絡が行くと思います。
That's so? Is that how it works? If I settle on this job, I'll report it at the start of next week.
私的にはもう正式決定なのにな。ちょっと皆星さん、どういうつもりか知らないけど、ところ構わず小ヶ坂くんを巻き込むのはやめてくれる？巻き込んでないよ。テンクルもバイトもようちゃんの意思だもん。
No, half of that was from your influence, Asuho.
大体小桃ちゃんには関係ないし。あるわよ。転入生が学校に馴染めるよう計らうのも生徒会の仕事なんだから。
For you to pay this much attention to me, you had other reasons for wanting me to join the SRC. Hisakaki's words were harsh, but it all came down to the students. I saw hints of that during the property checks.
小ヶ坂くんが何も知らないからって自分の好きなように扱うのはどうかと思うけど。そんなつもりないよ。それにようちゃん、学校にはもう立派に馴染んでるじゃない。私には皆星さんに振り回されてるようにしか見えない。
Hisakaki turns to face me.
小ヶ坂くん、来週から期末テストだけどバイトしてる暇なんてあるの？
Well, I'm planning to help out with the work a bit before studying.
私の家庭教師もよろしくね。
Today as well?
今日も。ちょっと皆星さん、ご来店ありがとうございました。あからさまに返そうとしないでくれる？またのご来店をお待ちしておりません。よほどテンクルの寿命を縮ませたいようね。
Asuho puts on her usual hostile face to Hisakaki, which I've never seen her use in class.
姉さん、まずは座りませんか？アスホさん、ご案内の続きをお願いします。1名様ご案内。本気で私を怒らせたいようね。
アスホ、いい加減にしないとさっぴくよ。
2名様ご案内です。
Asuho leads the two to their seats grudgingly. Hisakaki and Kosame sit opposite each other.
そこのメイド、早くメニュー渡しなさいよ。なんだよその態度。水があれば十分でしょ。
アスホ、
こちらがメニューになります。これ何がどの料理なんだかさっぱりなんだけど。文句あるなら帰ってよ。
アスホ。
ご注文はお決まりでしょうか。
Asuho has an amusing forced smile. Asuho, I'll handle the rest. I just have to write down the order on this piece of paper, right? What would you like to order?
姉さん、以前に私このメニューを頼んだんですけど、とても美味しかったですよ。そうなんだ。じゃあそれ2つお願い。
2 Calvary's crosses. Understood.
板についてますね、小ヶ坂さん。誰かさんと違って礼儀正しいし。
今後はアスホの給料を小ヶ坂君に回そうかな。
Asuho cries.
カルバリっていうのはキリストが貼り付けにされた丘の名前で白鳥座の別名にもなってるんだよ。
Is that so? She runs into the kitchen while commentating.
で、具体的にどんな料理なの？
Who knows?
以前に頼んだ時はお子様ランチでしたよ。
So instead of a flag, you get Jesus' cross as the collectible. Collectible?
そんなものなんで頼むのよ。美味しいからです。
Kosame says that about any food she eats, like oncino.
アスホのお友達だよね。すまないね。いつもはあんな接客じゃないんだけど。
The boss brings iced tea to the table.
今日も暑いからね。これは僕からのサービス。
そんな悪いです。ありがとうございます。
Because Hisakaki accepts, Kosame does the same and thanks him.
小ヶ坂君、店も空いてきたし、仕事はしばらくないから休んでいていいよ。
The boss follows Asuho back into the kitchen. The iced tea was prepared for 3.
マスターって皆星さんのお父さん？
Yeah, apparently it's just the two of them running this cafe.
最初はマスターお一人だったんですよ。忙しそうにしているのを見かねたアスホさんが自分から手伝うようになったそうです。
She plays around with her straw whilst appearing to be deep in thought.
小ヶ坂さん、座りませんか？
Since I don't have anything to do right now, I accept the offer.
今日はですね、お昼を食べるのもそうですけど、小ヶ坂くんの家に電話したら、皆星さんの家に遊びに行ったって答えられたから。
The one who answered them was probably Onshino.
わざわざ会いに来てあげたのよ。感謝してよね。小ヶ坂さんの携帯の番号を知らなかったので、姉さんを説得して連れてきてしまいました。
Is this about the rules on clubs by any chance?
ええ、
About whether or not non-students can become members?
ダメに決まってるでしょ。
A kick in the face. So it's specifically stated in the rules?
そんな規則はないけど、常識的に考えて不許可。
Common sense is overrated. Does the SRC decide on this?
そうよ。部活は生徒会の管轄だから。
Then it will be alright if the SRC approves? Hisakaki puts on a dubious expression.
私の話を聞いてなかったの？
Hisakaki, you don't agree to it, but doesn't the SRC decide on that?
私は生徒会役員だけど。
Decisions aren't based on one member's decision, but through a debate over a meeting, isn't that right?
まさか私に発案しろってこと？
She understands what I'm implying, so that makes things easier. Yeah, can you please add a section to the rules saying outsiders can also join in club activities or circles? I've prepared this battle beforehand. Hisakaki is speechless.
姉さん、私からもお願いします。部外者でも私たちと年が近ければ活動に弊害はないと思いますし。
Kusama immediately stands on my side.
あのね、二人とも本気で言ってるの？
Yeah,
はい。私はテンクルを廃部にしたいと思ってるのに、なんで敵に塩を送るような真似をしないといけないのよ。
Hisakaki, are you letting your personal feelings influence your work? Isn't it the responsibility of the SRC to address students' opinions?
いきなり正論を持ち出さないで。
Am I mistaken?
非常識な議論をしてる暇は生徒会にはないってことよ。
Which part of it is stupid?
ひばり校の生徒じゃなければ部活の公式大会には出られない。なのに部外者を出場させたら失格になるでしょ。
It doesn't have to apply to all clubs and circuits. It can just be for select ones where it isn't an issue.
要するにテンクルの部員確保なんでしょ。
I don't intend to hide it after all this, so I nod. Just a suggestion will do. Can you treat this as a favor, please?
結果は決まりきってるじゃない。
You won't know unless you try.
ひばり校のサークルに部外者を入れたら市民クラブと何が違うのよ。その方法でテンクルを存続させたいならひばり校じゃなくて市役所にでも持ちかけることね。
Tja, I can't overthrow her argument. At the very least, I wanted to get her to propose the idea.
分かったらあなたも皆星さんに振り回されてばかりいないで、自分の優秀な学力を他に役立て。姉さん、姉さんが小ヶ坂さんを欲しがる気持ちもわかります。こんなところでも？ですが小ヶ坂さんはテンクルにとっても必要な人材なんです。待って、人いるから。姉さんには私がいるじゃないですか。ダメ、見られる。ダメ。姉さんは誰にも渡しません。途中から言いたいこと変わってるでしょ。姉さんは私だけの姉さんなんですから。分かったから。
As soon as Kusama lets go, Hisakaki gets her clothes straightened up in a panic.
お騒がせいたしました。
仲のいい姉妹だね。
They sure are. Why did the boss leave the counter with this perfect timing?
小ヶ坂くん、
I'm being glared at by her bright red face. What is it?
今の出来事は記憶から抹消しなさい。
That's impossible.
これまでの同じ出来事もすべて
You make it sound so easy.
抹消しなさいね。
I said to it because she looks as if she's going to wipe it all with a shock treatment instead if I don't agree.
それと小雨、帰ったらお仕置きだからね。はい。
She's looking forward to it. Exactly what sort of punishment is it?
姉さん、小ヶ坂さんの言ったこと よろしくお願いしますね。
You're carrying the fate of the Tenkudo on your shoulders, Hisakaki.
まったく、なんでそんな展開に。
She nods, or rather hangs her head.
期待はしないことね。私がテンクルを廃部にしたいことには変わりないんだから。
You really see us as enemies, don't you?
それは今さら。
Do you hate the stars or something?
それも今さら。小ヶ坂さん。
I understand. I have no intention of minding others' business. It just occurred to me, but it seems Kusame has a dislike of people prying. Furthermore, it's on the same level as Hisakaki's dislike for the stars.
こちら、カルバリの十字架になります。
Asuho arrives with the orders.
で、ようちゃん、鼻の下伸びてない？
You're just imagining things. I say so in a gentlemanly fashion.
お子様ランチ、美味しかったですよ。まずまずだったわね。それではまた学校で。何度も言うけど、発案の件は期待しないでね。誰もこももちゃんに期待なんか。
It's going to be disadvantageous if we foul up Hisakaki's mood, so I cover Asuho's mouth. All of us in the Tenkudo are relying on you. The two of them leave, with Kusame looking pleased and Hisakaki being the exact opposite. Asuho, we don't have much time left until the first term ends. Let's do anything we can. I remind her. Asuho stops resisting like someone else's cat you're looking after. My arms are wrapped around her from behind. War! I release her immediately. She's hanging her face, which had become as red as a ripened apple. This pattern seems to be repeating itself a lot recently.
そうだね。テンクルのためだもんね。
Yeah!
テストが終わったら夏休み。タイムリミットは終業式の23日。それまでに部員集めるぞ。
Asuho puts on her smile while saying that, so I feel relieved. Is the 23rd on the Monday 2 weeks from now?
テストが火曜日から金曜日まであって、土日挟んだ月曜日が終業式。赤点取った生徒は補習があるからまだ夏休みに入れないけどね。
So we have to study hard for the sake of our summer holidays, sir.
それが終わったら星見だね。
Asuho raises her arms and looks up.
いい天気。こんなに澄んだ青空。シーイングも良さそう。
Seeing refers to the fact that if the atmosphere is filled with dust and water vapor, the view of the stars will be affected. That's what I learned from Asuho last night.
まだ3時か。早く夜にならないかな。
We sure have plenty of time to study. Since there weren't any customers, we dismissed ourselves after telling the boss and headed for Asuho's room. Facing the table for 5 minutes was long enough for me to start hearing Asuho's deep breathing. Seems she stayed up all night again, so I don't wake her.
ごめんね。荷物持ちさせちゃって。
Don't worry about it. Besides, you'll end up making me do it even if I refuse.
そうなんだけどね。
I have to carry the telescope from Asuho's house today and not from the school. Yesterday night was mostly going downhill, but it's an uphill climb now. I get myself pumped up and shoulder the carrying case on my back.
疲れたら言ってね。交代するから。
I'll probably be alright. It's not even 10 kilos, so it might just be perfect to supplement my insufficient exercise.
それじゃ、今夜も星見に出発。
At Asuho's call, we take off. Will Mare appear at the lookout? Of course, looking at the stars is our goal, but there is me wanting to introduce Mare to her. I want to make it clear already, is Mare a delusion or is she real? I fear that if I don't get it clarified, I won't be able to start anything. Although I don't know exactly what it is I'm trying to start.
ようちゃん、もう疲れちゃった？
As I've been silent, Asuho calls out to me. Nah, I've still got a while to go. I've grown used to the belt that was gnawing at my shoulders.
さすが男の子。テンクルの有望株だね。
If you just want someone to carry the luggage, then wouldn't Okaizumi-senpai be fine too?
先輩体力ないから。一度資料室の掃除の時に運んでもらおうとしたら、 持った瞬間に下敷きになってたよ。
That's certainly handy.
望遠鏡に傷がつかなくてほっとしたよ。
I'd be more worried about him.
だからようちゃんはテンクルにとってなくてはならない部員なの。こももちゃんの誘惑に乗っちゃダメだよ。
By seduce, do you mean the invitation to the SRC?
委員会活動なんかしてる暇ないんだから。
Isn't Kosame-san managing her librarian work quite nicely? Asuho herself is doubling up as the class representative.
ようちゃん、こももちゃんの肩持つんだ。
Why are you putting it like that?
生徒会役員って図書委員とかクラス委員よりも忙しそうだよ。
That may be true.
だからダメ。いい？
Well, I'll hear what Hisakaki has to say about it before deciding.
裏切り者。
But it's not as if I'm going to quit the Tenkuru. We should ask Kosame-san to come for stargazing too. I forcibly changed the subject.
反対しそうだけどね。危険だって言って。
When they remove the restrictions on the lookout someday, I want to come here and observe the stars with everyone in the Tenkuru.
そうだね。それか、こももちゃんから屋上の使用権を勝ち取るか。
If the Tenkuru gets recognized as an official club, it will become easier to negotiate.
それで初めてテンクルの活動がスタートするんだよ。
Hibarigasaki's lookout or on top of the school roof. Either one is fine. Besides, there are no other alternatives. I sense someone's presence as we walk by the school gates. It's Aoi again, isn't it? I stop and turn towards that direction.
ようちゃん、
I can see the outline of a person heading for the school building. The figure disappears through the entrance. I don't know who it was.
どうしたの？やっぱり疲れちゃった？
Nah, I'm good for more.
さすが男の子。偉い偉い。
Can you not treat me like a little kid?
私、4月生まれ。
Is she trying to tell that she's older?
疲れたらいつでもお姉さんに言ってね。お手手つないであげるから。
I continue walking in silence.
気に障った。
That's not exactly true, but my memories ache when she takes on that behavior. The girl from the lookout had also assumed the role of an older sister.
ごめんね。
In her panic, Asuho puts on a forced smile. I guess I'm tired after all. Let's hurry to the lookout and have a rest.